Welcome in, friends. Let me set up the monitoring iPad. Welcome in. How are you? I hope everything's going well. Today is a beautiful day. Super excited to be able to participate. So, yay, and welcome in. Hey, Bandit, thank you for buying one of the corn uh, husk sunflowers. They're quite beautiful. Let me see if we can, oops, turn that way so you can see the flowers. You're going to see the mess, but that's okay. Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, everybody. So yes, we're just waiting for Heidi to come on by. She is just finishing up her live. And yeah, so anyways, welcome in, welcome in. You're seeing even my big old cup. Let me move my big old cup. Oops, of water. Yeah, so excited. All right, so welcome in, LLK. Appreciate you being here. Um, and yay, fantastic. Yeah, so I'm excited to participate in Dia de los Muertos. Hey, Bandit, welcome in. Or appreciate it. Yeah. So I'm excited to be here. Hey, welcome everybody. Yay, we woo woo. That's my whistle. Woo woo. Woo woo. Thank you, Heidi. Appreciate it. Okay, so I was feverishly trying to finish some of my alebrijes. Um, so I didn't pay a lot of attention. I mean, I was there, but I wasn't. I was just trying to finish the alebrijes. Finish last minute. You know how it is. Procrastinated. So thank you very much, Heidi, for taking on the role of moderator and conductor and all the good stuff. Um, Definitely appreciate you. Appreciate Amanda for putting it together. Appreciate all of you guys that popping in here. I know lots of good stuff happening all throughout Knickknacks. Super excited. So, after me, please stay with us. We are going to go see Silver Shoals. She has fantastic glass. I saw her Sugar Skull Calaveras, which is fantastic. So, yay. All right. So, welcome in, welcome in. Today, what I wanted to do with you guys is begin to build an altar and talk a little bit about sort of the base for it. So the base for it, you can stack up boxes and just form in the form of a pyramid. Ideally, you would have odd numbers, so 5 or 7 steps. I usually like 7 steps. That's a good number for me. So yeah, I am. So anyways, yeah. So I do seven steps. This one is my display. So obviously it has four. Don't want to do even numbers, but anyways, and then you set out flowers. You also set out uh, favorite food items for the folks in your life who have. Um, Left you. I actually, hold on. Talk among yourselves. I'm right here. It's just, I think I forgot to set up. Yep. My apologies, young people. Um, let's see, yeah. So recently when I was in Mexico, I went to a taller de alfarería, which is a pottery studio, to take a look at how they build their firing pit. And anyway, so but I grabbed a few items. These are items local to what the ground can be one. Oh yes, oh you're so right. Thank you, Ali. Um, yes. So the ground is the fifth one. Yes, yes. Thank you. So that makes it five, which is pretty good, pretty good. And okay. So let me. Thought I grabbed that. Where did I leave it? Sorry, guys. I had it in my hand. What did I do with it? Mm, oh my goodness, it's right here. All right. So yeah. So you want to set out on your altar. You want to set out you know food and uh, you know um, water, or in many cases, like for my abuelito, he liked mezcal. Mezcal is like the precursor to tequila, um, pulled out of agave plant. And so for him, we would set out some mezcal. Yeah, and yeah, so I got these in the Oaxaca. This type of decoration is very much something that they do there. And then we have little dishes, very traditional for this time of the year. So you can put actual food there. A lot of the folks have made food, dried it, and then lacquered it so that it doesn't get bugs and stuff. But I have not been able to do that yet. And yeah, so those would be dishes with the favorite foods, maybe some mole with some rice. That would be fantastic. I myself would love, some arroz with mole, maybe some pork mole, or if you want to be healthy and stuff, maybe some chicken mole. That would be fantastic as well. So yeah, so you say your altar. Um, this thanks to Aline, it is five steps. Although I should have left a little bit of the covering so to cover this part. And then you would add flowers and then pictures of your relations that have passed on, and lots of very colorful flowers everywhere. So I did also put in my bio now corn husk flowers, which are phenomenal. They are traditional for this time of year because obviously corn is being harvested, and the husks are being used for art instead of just sort of throwing them away. No, well, actually, they're never thrown away. They are used for feeding the animals, and that sort of thing. But artisans, especially, well, like the tradition of corn husk flowers was born in the state of Guerrero, which had, if you know Cancun, that's kind of the thing. Um, yeah, and so just phenomenal flowers. And so I brought those for you as well in case you want to participate. I'm gonna scan a little bit so that you can see the beautiful flowers. Again, these are in my buy now in case you are interested in some beautiful, beautiful flowers. These are a lot smaller than the ones that I make. Let me show you the ones that I make. I hope I don't drop everything. Uh, I just want to show you sort of the difference between the ones that I make and the ones the corn husk ones. So yeah, so they're smaller. A tip I would call them like medium. The ones that I make would be sort of like a large blossom. And but yeah, but everything goes right now. So you would decorate your the tombs of your relatives with beautiful flowers. Ah, yes. Right now, everything's flowers, super vibrant, super beautiful. And so, yeah. So, okay. So let's make now, the traditional flower is the flor de indio or marigolds. And so we're going to try to make something that looks a little bit like that. And let's go ahead and get started with that. So, welcome in, welcome in. Again, stay with me. We're going to be visiting Silver Shoals after, and she has fantastic talavera. She also still has one of her mummies, fused glass mummies left, which is beautiful. I tell her that it looks like a candy, and so I would try to bite it if I if I had it, if I had my way, you know. I'm going to see if I can maneuver my monitoring system around the camera so that I can still try to see what you're saying. My way to connect to the actual TV is a little off today. Oh no, I just turned it off, which is not good. Welcome in, welcome in. We are still setting up, trying to make sure that, oh, there you go. All right, so I'm going to put a marker underneath so that I don't turn it off by accident again. It's not wanting to cooperate. Sorry, let me. Oh my goodness. Am I going to have to hold it with my hand? It looks like I might have to hold it with my hand, which is not ideal. Because, anyways, yeah. So, what we're doing right now is playing. The Florida Deportment. You know, I yeah, flowers are super important uh during these days. So the celebration really starts on the 29th, and it all blends together. It's a big party to welcome our relatives that have passed on. All right, so I made a small one. It's cute. And so I made these that are easier to. They're kind of like pom poms. I forget what the flower's called. And yeah, so yellow, this yellow, and also the goldenrod yellow are key right now. I was trying to find a goldenrod yellow paper, but I've used it all up. So we're gonna use this yellow. So we're gonna make a yellow one, and then we're gonna make one that's kind of like an enchilado, like an orange, a really cute orange. And so these are great colors. So yes, marigolds. Marigolds are yeah, they're very traditional. One, they're medicinal. Two, they are fantastic pesticides. So everyone grows them because around the milpa, or like whatever they planted in the year. I don't know if you saw, my mom and I planted corn, we planted beans, we planted tomatoes, um, fava beans or habas. What else did we plant? Pretty much it. Now the beans came out good. The corn is iffy. Um, yeah, it's the corn. The reason why we always plant the corn is because we want the stalks of the corn for the beans to shoot up. Obviously, the corn would be awesome if we could have corn on the cob, but it doesn't always work out. So, but you know, um, they're always good sometimes. And then, so the corn is also good for the husk, so you can make the flowers. So my tia is the one person in our family, my tia Tonya, who is fantastic at making these cornflowers. Just phenomenal. She is beyond. And also this time she showed me how to tallar lechuguilla, which is a yucca-like plant. So you scrape away sort of like the green part until you get to the fibrous part, and then you can use that to make rope, or in this case, she showed me how to make um, round peines so that you can use them to wash the dishes, clean the dishes basically, and or anything that you need to use a sort of like brush like device to clean it. So all right, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm making little ones to go into this little pumpkin neon little vase like this. Super cute. So this one I made earlier. It got a little squished on the way over here because I made it at the other house. This one just needs to be wrapped in green, and then we'll start a new one. So yeah. So Flor de Indio are marigolds. Vanessa, do you know what marigolds look like? I think most people do. Yeah. So I love the scent. Not everyone does. The obviously some bugs hate it, which is why it makes a really great pesticide um, around this time. And so there was a lot growing at my mom's house. My tia Tonya asked her if if the marigolds were still really good, if she can use them all for the church. She's my tia's in charge of a a little church that they are building, that they're building. They already have a place to worship, but they're building it bigger, and so we're gonna just try to ignore that. And yeah, and so she asked mom if she could have them, and mom said yes. And then the other thing we also planted a butter butternut squash. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. So and there's so many of those coming out. So we wrapped it. So basically, we use a toothpick and some crepe paper, and then it made this cute flower. And then I'll dip it into that to the concoction to make it be thick enough and sturdy enough to be able to ship if I needed to ship it. But this ones are going to be for the altar, and so those are going to be just for here. And there we go. All right, so now we're going to grab a toothpick. Thank you, Vicky. I appreciate that. Yes, so I'm making smaller ones. These are I wanted to make them kind of look like pom poms because the other thing that is used a lot right now in the celebration is pom poms, great, beautiful yarn or whatever type pom poms. Let me dip my. I forgot to do this part. So here I just have glue all and a little bit of water, and so I use this for to glue. I, Today I was gluing the tails of my alebrijes. I was yeah. So I just glued those. Yeah, I was desperately trying to finish them. Like I've had all this time in the world, and I leave everything to the last minute. Uh, oh yes, yes, I love how bright that is. So the other thing that I like to do, um, it's not as traditional, but it's becoming more so. Is the glow in the dark stuff. Is just yeah. So yeah, so everything, everything that I try to do, I put a little bit of glow in the dark. All the alebrijes are glow in the dark, not glow in the dark, UV reactive. And yeah, because you know when the our relations are coming back to visit us, they are so here I attached the paper to the toothpick, and now I am just going around with it, and every so often I'll tweet it just to make it a little bit thicker and just give it a little more dimension there. And yeah, so they come in the middle of the night, and so they need the brightness of, say, a UV reactive uh, flower, or you name it. Yeah. So yeah, I love, absolutely love this time of year. My mom says that ever since I was a little kid, I was like all into the calacas, all of it. Now, Katrina's like the Katrina depictions of the Katrina really didn't really start till Posada. Um, Painted them, and he used it as a way to sort of like paint like what was happening in the world, like in a satirical way. And people couldn't, they could, but if it was art and it was like done with calacas or whatever, it was easier for him to get away with being critical, because back then there was a dictatorship. And anyways, yeah. And yeah, so he created the Katrina style. And um, definitely that was way after, no, way before I was born. So I got to grow up as a kid with that being part of a culture. Now, in my other relations up north, it always is believed that you transcend, you don't, you're up. I mean, you don't just, your life doesn't just end. You transcend onto a next realm. And um, let me, I'm missing my wire. Well, we're going to use beading wire since I can't find the other one. We'll use this one. Yes, let's do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just wrap it around so that it secures it. I like to use floral wire on this, and I had it right in on the table because I did the other one. Um, I'm not sure what happened, but it's okay. We can deal with it. Yeah, so we're gonna make as many of these as we're able to, because um, I think you may recall, I'm volunteering at the Miembros Museum, and we are going to be giving out uh, candy for the trick or treaters. We're doing that trunk or treat thing. It's not really, we're not really in cars. So all the different organizations. Um, oh, thank you, Vanit. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah. Someone said, someone who shall be renamed nameless, mentioned that I should try to make them smaller. So I'm trying to go smaller, but I try to go small, and they come out medium. But it's okay. Yeah. So, but this ones are smaller, like this one's, and yeah. So little by little, I think I'm gonna be able to make them a lot smaller. But welcome in, Bandit. I've been thinking about you since probably what, about a week ago, when you mentioned about the bum knee and stuff. Yeah, just I feel your pain. I hope you're better. I hope you are better. And yeah, yeah, that's no fun. I a little bit. Oh, good. Yeah, I started feeling better when I did the I wrapped it in ice. I don't know if you do that, and then also using a knee brace for pretty much everything helped a lot. Yeah, the brace. Yeah, I think it's because. Oh, good. Yeah, I think it's because since we're putting our weight onto the knee and it's not feeling good, then yeah, it's kind of sucky. All right, so we made another one. We're gonna just put it in there. So for the little, um, I like to use three flowers. It doesn't want to go inside. Oh, there you go. There you go. All right, so let's make one of this orangey um, red color. So this one is going to be less pom pom like, but still going to be quite cute. I hope. I really do need my floor wire because this is not cutting it. But I'm not sure what I did with it. I probably dropped it. It's probably right in front of my face. I just can't see it. So we're gonna. Oh, sorry. Notice. So we're just gonna dip the toothpick in glue. Basically, it's glue all. I think it's Elmer's glue all. So I think it's probably the best um, glue. It dries clear, and all right. So first we just kind of wrap it around just so that the middle has a lot of fluffiness, and then later on we can so once I wrapped it around a lot, right there, and now then you pleat it as you go around, not all the time, just every so often you pleat it just to fluff it up, just to make it open up. Oh, so I was coloring some of the cornhusk flowers, so you'll see my fingernails green. Sorry about that. I was mostly working on the some some leaves and stuff. Um, anyways, yes. So, hey Donna, welcome in, welcome in. I appreciate you being here. I saw you earlier, like I caught a glimpse of you, and you brighten my day up. You're so cheery, talking about, today, the event and your sale, and it was marvelous. Loved it. Yeah, I think everyone's doing fantastic work right now. It's, yeah, so, don't leave me, but do watch everybody's show today. Everyone's just trying to cooperate and have fun and be part of this phenomenal. I hope that Jocelyn is able to write a big old check to Susan G. Coleman. That would be phenomenal. Phenomenal. And I think all of us have been touched by that. and our families. My tia and my tío, both named Lupe. Yes, both passed away within 6 months of each other of their cancer had metastasized, so they had it in their blood, in their bones, they had it everywhere. My research project at school was a phytochemical analysis on Moringa oleifera, which is a tree um, that my tia Lupe said that towards the end she couldn't keep food down, obviously, but um, she was able to eat a little bit of salad made out of this tree. And so she asked me, because she knew I was studying chemical engineering, she asked me what I thought could be happening. And I couldn't answer her then. And so I decided to find out. And that was my NSF's funded research project based on the question that my tia gave me. So to hear the numbers, yes, yes, me too, me too. I hope it's great, but any number is a good number. So yeah, I I'm excited, and um, I mean, I know I don't know her, but I feel proud of her. I don't know if that makes sense. I feel proud that she, in a little way, I was able. I try to go on, but I try to go on outside, and I live in the desert, so the internet is sucky. So right now I'm doing a lot of pleating. I think I'm doing way too much pleating because I don't have my floor wire. So I'm going to try to attach it with the beading wire. Yeah, and so my internet did not cooperate. Michelle was super awesome. She was there, and so was Nadine, and they helped me out a lot. So now I'm just trying to secure it. If I had my floor wire, this part would be so much easier. But I'm not sure what I did with it. So yeah. But anyways, yeah. So it's an exciting day to be here, and I'm excited to be here with you. After me, we're going to be going to see Silver Shoal. She's a fantastic fused glass artist. She has the most delicious looking mummy. Uh, and it looks so delicious. There's a hard candy that looks like that, and it's just yes, it's going to be phenomenal. I am excited to see you create. It's going to be great. She also has sugar skull fused glass items, which is cool. Yeah. So, anyways, let's see. And now I am wrapping this flower so that we can put it either into one of the little vases, mini vases, or hey Gil, did you just come in? Welcome in, friend. We are making quick paper flowers. Um, yes, welcome in, welcome in. Appreciate you. After me, we're going to be going over to see Silver Shoals. She will be working on some fantastic fused glass. I'm I'm hoping. But she has in her bin fantastic sugar skulls or calaveras. Look at this beautiful. So this one looks like a carnation, but then also looks like a marigold. Quite beautiful. And yeah, so anyways, and super easy to make. You saw me make them. I'm going to go ahead and place this one here. So yeah, so you want to make tons of flowers. This is thank you, Van. I appreciate it. Yes, yeah. This is the time to go crazy with the colors, with everything. And feel free to visit the tomb of an unknown person. You know, like if you're in a town where your relatives are not there, you can still, welcome and decorate someone else so that if their people are not around, they can still feel good. They still can have a path back. So yeah, feel free to brighten up somebody else's life. That would be really fantastic. So I dipped the toothpick in the glue all, and then I make just turn it around basically, and then little by little, then I start adding the pleats to give it more fluff, if you will. And so the smaller the little cuts that I make, the more different the flower will look. And so this one looked a lot more like a carnation and marigold than the fluffy pom pom like flowers. And I'm trying to remember what those flowers are called. There actually are flowers like that, and they're very prevalent right now in Mexico because they grow um, wild in the mountains. Also, those wild, what is it called? Wild sunflowers, which are basically like sunflowers, but very tiny, like very small, but they still look exactly like sunflowers, but very small. And a lot of them grow on more like a bush type thing. Yeah. So once the people harvest like the beans and other stuff, then those take over. And I thought it was like the most amazing thing. Yes, like I mentioned before, I stopped by an alfareria because I wanted to see how they built the firing pit for an alfareria is basically like a pottery studio, and but the ladies are called alfareras. And my mom, she loves calling me that, but I'm just learning right now. But she thinks it's funny. Anyways, yeah. So I went to visit, and the mountains are a how like in California it, during a certain time of the year, you see the mountains like a golden rod because of the poppies, the wild poppies that just grow. So in this case, it's the same color, but it's these little tiny wild sunflowers that are growing after the beans and the corn have been harvested, and when they've actually taken the actual stalks and stuff, yeah, because everything's used, everything is used. So the husks are food for the cows and the pigs and the donkeys and the horses, and the yeah, so it's gathered and taken away to be put into stacks and stuff. And so then when the rains come, then these flowers just take off and they're just so beautiful. All right, so again, I'm missing my floral wire, so we're using beading wire. Luckily, it was right here. Because I was gonna try to finish my so when I was in Mexico, I also worked on some beading, some beaded animals, and you know, I feel like when I go there, I have a chance to to just work, you know? It's weird. Because here I could do whatever I want. So I could just work. But there's so many other stuff that just kind of gets in the way. But over there, especially like because you cannot go out of the house after 5, and I mean you can, but it's kind of iffy. So yeah, so there's a lot of time where you can just devote to doing stuff. And so I worked on my alebrijes first, and then I was trying to find um, like a source of for crepe paper. As I've told you before, it's getting really expensive if you try to get it from you know where most people get it. And so yeah, so then I was trying to find a source when I was in Mexico, and then I found um, some really cool beads. And so and they were the price of the regular beads here, but they were Mayuki beads, which are very good beads. So it was a great price, and so I grabbed a few, if you will. I couldn't buy like a lot because I knew that you know, we were traveling via the ground, so I don't want to carry that stuff. But and mind you, you're only carrying it to and from, but still, it's kind of heavy. And anyways, so um, so I only bought a little bit. But now that I know where it's at, then once if I use up my beads, then I know where I can get some more. But yeah, so and yeah, so I love being able to discover new places and stuff like that. And also, um, we went to harvest the lechuguilla on. So the house where I stayed is on a hill. Back then, houses on the hill were like the least expensive when my mom first bought it. And my mom is the one who bought it. It wasn't my dad, it was my mom. And yeah, so they were the least, and now they're the more expensive ones. But back then it wasn't. That was not the case. Um, but anyway, so yeah, we just walked up the hill. I think this one's missing to find some lechuguilla. I think the rest of these do not have cuts on them, which is okay. Anyways, all right. So I'm gonna run my pre-bid. Thank you, Bandit, for the pre-bid. I appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and run it. Um, thank you for that. Move it to. Oh, wait. Let me grab it. Where is it? Where is it? Oh my gosh. I have it. I have it. Where is it? And I'm already running. Bandit, you know what it looks like. I've shown it to you before. Um, let me grab. I think it's in the other box. Oh no! What's it under the flowers? Did you see it under the flowers? It probably is. Where is it? Oh, okay. I'm not gonna think about it. Let me just feel for it. Where are you? I pulled it out. I know I have it. All right. So let's not think about it. It's gonna be okay. Uh, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. So, do you remember? Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I made it for what was it called? It's got a bird on it. So I had made the alebrije, or I was working on the alebrije when that train came up. And so I found the cutest little tiny rubber duck. And so I put it on top, but first I also had been working on my beading. So I put seed beads, seeds. Huh? And they glow in the dark. It's super cute. And it's here somewhere. All right, I'm stressing out. We're okay. We're okay. Um, yes, it's going to be okay. I am going to find it. It's probably wherever I have my floor wire as well. I wonder if it's underneath the. No, I thought, oh, maybe it's underneath the iPad. It's not. All right, but um, anyways, okay, okay. Whew, let's relax and try to. Yes, it will. Yes, 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 it will. All right. Okay, let's do something to not think about it. Let's make another flower. Yes. I know. I know. I get all stressed out. Ugh, I suck it. Um, the yeah, things trigger me. Anyways, all right. So sorry about that, Bandit. I will show it to you via. Well, there was lots of photos, and um, I hope you remember having seen it before live. I've shown it before. Um, and yes, and I apologize, Miss Bandit. But it's all good. Yes, yes, it's all good. Let's make smaller indentations on these. Yes, thank you, Heidi. Yes, in 15 minutes, we're going to be heading over to Silver Shoals. She is phenomenal. She does fantastic fused glass art. Um, yeah, super creative, and and it's just yeah, I love love her art. I think her mummy that she has in there looks really delicious. Yeah, all I think all of her work looks like candy. The hard candy. It's just super cool. So right now I'm just scoring it, and I'm just scoring it a little bit so that it looks more like a carnation or like a marigold. Yes, you know it is your candy, and it looks like my candy as well. Yeah, it's so beautiful. And when you put it up against any light source, yeah, it's just next level. Yeah, there you go. So we're just scoring it and making like the scoring less dense, if we will, so that way it looks more like carnations. I'm gonna see. I know, I know, and like sometimes I think, oh my gosh, I'm spending too much money on my supplies. Like, that's another thing that I didn't put out. I've been working on my candles. Yes. So another thing that you want to put on your altar are candles. You can put traditional ones, colorful ones. But my brother suggested uh, these really beautiful type candles where you make sort of a taper candle and then you add flowers made out of wax and create like this phenomenal like pillars that have either they kind of those flowers kind of look like butterflies, so you just basically attach them around. Ah, yeah, it's just beautiful. And so it looked kind of simple to do, and then I said anything that looks simple ends up being like super hard, but it actually is not super bad. um so I've enjoyed making those, and um, the ladies at the museum are loving them, and so I'm thinking that's where I'm gonna be selling this year for the holiday boutique at the art museum. Every year I try to think of something different, something new, and so this time I'm going to be making candles. So hopefully you guys will join me on one of my live making shows, and I'll be showing you um, how I make those really pretty candles. So yes, those 10 minutes. Yes, thank you. Awesome, awesome. Yes. So in 10 minutes, we're going to be heading over to see Silver Shoals. She is going to be working in her outside studio to show us. I think she kind of is in her garage, a little bit in her garage to keep her supplies safe. Sorry, and yeah, so hopefully it'll be super fun, and you can utilize those by putting a little bit of light behind them to help your relations walk back in the middle of the night, and also so that they don't freak you out and you're not scared, so that it lights your path as well. So right now I'm just pleating a little bit here and there, going around. Um, if I had my glue gun, every so often I might put a little bit of glue in there. But I find that when I've tried to use hot glue in front of you guys, I burn myself a lot. I don't burn myself as much when I'm just doing it by myself, but for some reason, I don't know, the hot glue gods like to burn me in front of you because they probably think it's funny. Anyways, yeah, so I'm not using the hot glue gun. I will use it later. And so right now, I'm just trying to keep it from unraveling with my fingers. And then once I find it to be, big enough, then I am going to tie it off. Usually I use a floor wire. Um, this time I'm using beading wire because that's what I had in front of me. I um, can't find. I bet it's right in front of my face and I can't see it. But yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. Life is good. All right. So we had 7 minutes before we head on over to Silver Shoals. It was fantastic. Has really great sugar skulls and some mummies as well. And here we go. I'm going to cut it off right there because I think it's The blossom is big enough now that I can go ahead and end it. So I'm just pushing it a little bit so that it's not super long and it's just, and then I'm going to tie it so that it secures it. And then here we go. Just, all right. All right, so I think it's secure enough. Ah, thank you, Vicky. For so these are the corn husk ones. Let me see if I can pull one out to show you. I tried. See, and these have leaves. You, Vicky, will be happy to see leaves. Anyways, oh my goodness, yes. Always modifying, always trying to make it more pleasant, if you will. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, so they're smaller, so they're slowly getting smaller and smaller, and hopefully one day they will be tiny. But I have to kind of work at it. Oh, thank you for buying another one. That one is, you got a lemon yellow, and this one is. Uh, oh, you got a rose. Let me see if I can show off the rose. Yeah, so that's, oh, these are the flowers. I mean the leaves I was working on, and they're quite stunning. They have a bit of. Let me see if I can show you. I just put a tiny bit of the glow on this one. Can you see it? Yeah, yeah. So I try to add a little tiny bit. So during the day you don't see it, but if you put a black light on there, it will show up. Quite nice. Yes, I love that. So I made two of those, and yeah, so they're quite. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and I'm still working on getting them smaller. It's little by little. Work in progress kind of thing. But I appreciate it. All right, so in just for minutes, we're going to be heading over to see Silver Shoals, who is doing phenomenal fused glass work, and it's super fun. I love learning from her, learning from all of you guys. Appreciate it so very much. I will be having uh, makers shows on Mondays. I mean, sometimes I have doctor's appointments and such. So, and I'm kind of a chicken, so I chicken out. But what I'm going to try to do is have maker shows on Mondays, um, just to make it consistent. And yeah, I volunteer on Thursdays and Fridays, so I try to uh, keep these open just for volunteering. And Lupe's, she gets tired. so yeah, but I'll be trying to make to do maker shows on Mondays. I mean, that's the plan. Anyway, so we made another one, another orangey one, quite cute. We'll dip it later so that it stiffens, and um, yeah, so there you go. All right, where are we at? I believe it is. Let's see if Silver Shoals is on, because I think we have 2 minutes to get it together. So All right. Well, I appreciate y'all being here, keeping me company. And let me see. My goodness, there's so many people. I love it. Let me see. Do you guys see her? I don't see her. No, not yet. Okay. Hmm. Not yet. Oh, okay. Okay. Good. Good. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't find her. Good. I'm so glad. Thank you for letting me know. Appreciate that. I was like, yeah, I was super afraid. I was afraid, so afraid. Oh, Vicky, you got another one? Ah, yes. These are phenomenal. Very nice. Yay, now. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. And let's find her. So, all right. Well, thank you for the purchase. Silver Shoals, she's right there. Besitos, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I got it. And here we go. Besitos.